Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. We're here to solve this Skyscrapers Sudoku that I created for the recent Sudoku Grand Prix. And the special rule with Skyscrapers Sudoku is that the digits are interpreted as the height of some buildings, and high buildings hide the smaller buildings from view. For example, if I put 1, 4, 2, 7, then 1 will be seen, 4 will be seen, 2 will be hidden behind the 4, 7 will be seen, it's bigger than all the previous buildings. Then I could have 6 that is hidden behind the 7, and I could have 8 and 9, and then in this in this column, looking from this side, we would see buildings 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 9 would hide those, and 5 buildings would be seen, which would satisfy this 5. This 4 couldn't be satisfied because we would see at most 3 buildings, so that's not the solution, but that was an illustration. So as you can guess, I created this building with a visual theme of 24 because of the current year, although I created the puzzle back in 23, as you may have guessed. And then I managed to complete the setup of the puzzle with very few clues, which was very satisfying. So where do you begin such a puzzle? So the puzzle was worth 74 points, and it was definitely the hardest puzzle in the round. Actually, I would have rated it at least 80 points, probably even 90 points. But, well, the organizers have decided on the 74 points, and I won't argue. So where do you start? A good place to start is to look where 9 can go. And actually, my start when I created it was those twos. Two next to it. So it means that on this row we only see 2 buildings, which means that only 1 building would be hidden before we reach the 9. And starting with a 2, that leaves very few options. Either 9 is here or 9 is here preceded by a 1. But 9 here wouldn't work with this 3. So 9 will be here with a 1 here. And that's the only way we can achieve these 2. And I will actually, oops, what am I doing? I will actually show that this is done. Now, there's this 2. Similarly, 2 is either followed by a 9 or by 1 and 9, but 1 is not available, so it's followed directly by the 9. So I will just show that this is now satisfied. So that's a place to start. Now those clues are interesting because this 5 tells us that we will see at least 4, we will see exactly 4 digits, 4 buildings before reaching the 9. So those are not 9s. And this 4 tells us that we will see 3 other buildings before the 9. So we see that 9 is somewhere here. And the same is true inside this column. Those cannot be 9s, those cannot be 9s, so 9 will be somewhere here. So 9 has to be here. Oops. 9 has to be here at the center. And here, this is an ascending sequence, and I will just show this with a thermometer, like in Thermo Sudoku. And those here are almost ascending. There will be 1 digit hidden somewhere. Right. Another interesting place to look is this 2 with a 4. Because 4 can only hide 1, 2, and 3. And 1 and 2 are not available, so this 4 will only hide the 3, or it's followed by the 9, but it's not followed by the 9. So it has to hide the 3, and now it's either followed by a hidden building, which will be 1 or 2, in this case only 1, or it's followed by the 9. So this is 1 or 9, and 9 is either here or there. And some other interesting point is that this region now, where can it have the 9? Well, definitely not here because of those 9s, and not here because of this clue of 3, so that's the 9. And 9 can't go here, so in this column 9 has to be there. And this 2 is now satisfied. And with those 9s, we can place a 9 here. And there will have to be a 9 somewhere here. Because of this 2, 9 is not here. Because of this 9, it's not here. So 9 is here. And what we know from this clue of 2 is that this cell is bigger than, no, this cell is bigger than this one, which will be shown by this thermometer. And this 2 is now complete. And it was actually never used, I think. Oh, this 2 here. There's only one way to satisfy this 2, and it's by putting an 8 into this cell. All right. So now 8 is in here. So 8 is not in here, obviously. So 8 could be here or somewhere on this thermometer, but the only place for 8 on this thermo is here. So 8 will be in one of those 2 places. And that's interesting regarding this column, because now 8 is not here, so 8 is not on this part of the thermo, so 8 has to be on this part with a 4. But 8 can't be here, knowing that it's here, so 8 will be in this part, but 8 here would turn this into a 2, 8 here would turn this into a 3, so 8 has to be here, and this is the hidden digit in the column. And this here is ascending. All right. Where is the next place of interest? Something that I find interesting is that 8 must appear somewhere on this column, and saying this, and saying that this is 3 and not 2, 8 can't be here. So 8 will have to be somewhere here. So this column 8 could be here, 8 could be here, that doesn't say much. On this column, 8 could still be here, it could still be there. That's not so useful. So what I'm saying 1, 2, 3. So this is at least 4. This is at least 4. So this is thermometer logic, at least 5, at least 6, but 8 is not here, so this is at most 7, at most 6, at most 5. Knowing this, and I'm saying something else, I've given a lot of 2's in this puzzle. So in this column, 2 has to be here. And I'm saying 4 is not there, 4 is not there, 2 and 4 are not available. So what am I saying here? 4 is not there, and this has to be smaller than that, so it can only be 1 or 3. And the other 1 or 3 has to be the other smallest digit. And this is from 4, 5, 6, 7. I won't pencil mark all of them. All right. 7 is not in here. So 7 could still be there. Or on this thermo, but that's probably not the place to look. Here, this is never 2 or 4. Oh, there again, where is 2 inside this region? Let's just do some Sudoku. 2 is somewhere in here. No, it's somewhere in here, but here it doesn't work on the thermo. So 2 is here. And with Sudoku again, 2 is here. So now we know that this is the hidden digit on this row. So those 3 digits here are ascending. Do we have all the 2's? We still need the 2 somewhere here and the 2 somewhere here. And this doesn't seem to be resolvable at this point. And looking at the 9's, we must have a 9 somewhere here and a 9 somewhere here, which is still not resolved at this point. This 7 is not here, so 7 must be somewhere along this thermo. Yes, that's it. And because this must be ascending, 7 won't work here or there. We wouldn't have enough digits to put between 7 and 9, so 7 has to be here, and that's 8. Right, that's something I was missing. Now this can't be 5, so 5 is somewhere here. It could be here if this is 6, or it could be here with a 6 there. So there are not too many options. One must be at either end of the row. Where is 4? 4 could be here, 4 could be there. That's not so good. So this could be 1, this could be 3, this could be from 4, 6, and this could be from 1 and 3 only. This would never be 4. It couldn't be 5 because I wouldn't have 2 digits to put between 5 and 9. So this is actually 1 or 3 as well. That's 3. This is from 4, 5, and this from 5, 6. That's correct. 8 is not here. Where is 8 inside this column? We know that it's not here. It's not here because of the 3. It's not here because of the 4. With 8 here, this would be 3 only. So 8 can only be here in the column. And knowing that, this 3 is now satisfied. And actually, I will say that those are satisfied as well, because the pencil marks totally reflect what we have. Oh, those 4s. There again, I haven't done enough Sudoku. That's a 4. And that's 5, and that's 6, and that's 7. So this here is from 4, 5, 6. And actually, with those pencil marks, this 4 and this 5 are satisfied. And one place of interest, now that I have this 8, is this 3. This digit must be bigger than all of them, so it must be 6 or 7. And if this is 6, then this has to be 7. In this column, we are left with 3, 6, and 7. Oops. But actually, 7 here would make this a 6, and we would see 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be a 4. So 7 here doesn't work. Those are from 1, 3, and 6. Those here are from 1, 3, 4, and 5. But there's a 5 here. And we need a 6 somewhere here. 1, 3. Actually, this 4 goes there. And this is a 6. And with this 3, this is 1. This is 3, this is 1, and those are not 1s. And those are 4 and 5. So So here we have 5, 7, 8. That's not 8. Here we have 1, 3, and 6. But this is descending, so that's not 6, that's not 1, and this is not 3 just because of that. We have a 1, 3, 6 triple here. We still need 5, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9 on this row. 8 is not here, so those are from 5, 7, 9. 9 here, this is from 5, 7, 8. Up there, I still need an 8, but 8 here will turn this into a 4, so that's 8. And this is not 1 nor 3, so it will have to be 6. Get the 3, the 1, the 6, and the 1 at the bottom, and the 3 on top. This 2 is satisfied. This 4 is now satisfied. 2, 6, 8, 9, that's correct. So with this 3 is now satisfied. Whatever I put here, it's bigger than that. So this 3 is satisfied. We still have to work with this 4, and this 4. But first, let's do some Sudoku. Here I still need 1, 5, and 7. On this row, I still need an 8. It can only be here. This is from 4, 5, 7. 8 here wouldn't work with this 4 because I would see 2, 8, and 9 only. So that's not 8. This is 8. That's not 8, and 8 in this region can still be here or there. What about this region? 8 can still be here or there. Yes, that's not an easy puzzle. This 4, oh, sorry, I've been missing that. This 4 tells us that this cannot be 8. So that's 8. And 8 up there is here. So on this row, 8 is hidden. And that's interesting because now 7 won't work here. 7 here would mean that we see 2, 7, and 9 only. So this is 5, this is 7. So we see the 2, the 5, the 7. And we must understand that from 6 and 7, we will only see 7 in here. 7 must be seen before the 6. And that's interesting because 7 is in this part. Oh, which means that 7 is not down there. That's a 7. But 7 here would force this to be a 4. Which is not that useful at this point, I'm afraid. This is not 7. We have a 7 on top. I still need 3, 6, and 5. So this is from 5, 6. This is from 3, 5, 6. I get a 3, 5, 6 triple here. So that's not a 5. Here those are from 1, 2, and 7. And I'm just pondering whether 7 has to be seen in here. If I'm seeing 4, 5, 6, with 2 and 1, then 7 can remain in the background. Here, oh yes, I'm saying that there is a 5 here, so that can't be a 5, but this is not very useful, I'm afraid. So is this 4 what I need to ponder, or is it this 4 or this 4? Perhaps I should do more Sudoku first. Yes, I'm saying that there is a 1 here. 5 is not here, so in the column 5 is here. Yes, Sudoku is the key. That's a Sudoku puzzle after all. So this is 4, this is 5, 7, 1, 5, 4, 5, and 4. So here I get a 2, 7 pair, and this is where this 4 comes into play. I'm saying 4, 5, 9. I can only see one digit in here, so 7 has to be seen before the 2. That was the key indeed. So that's the 2, that's the 7. That's the 9, that's the 5, that's a 9 up there, that's the 1, 3 here, 1 there, 3 here, 6 there, that's a 3, 6, 3, 6, and 5, and that's it. So it was not a piece of cake. It was quite the ride, I must say. I probably didn't take the shortest route, and I may have found some other eliminations, deductions, or whatever when I created the puzzles a few months ago, but this is how I solved it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you soon on SudoKanard.